So in today's video, I'll be talking about how to book your flight for your Schengen visa appointment. Hello friends and family, welcome back to the Harvey's Experience, where we talk about travel, lifestyle, faith and everything in between. And I'm so happy to be meeting you all. For new subscribers, welcome to this channel. In this video, we'll be looking at what we need and how we can book our flight. So come right with me. The first thing that I would like to say is that whenever you want to travel, as I would always say, is know when and where you will be visiting. This will determine the kind of flight that you want to book. We have the single flight, we have the return flight, and we have the multi-city flight. For a single flight is just I'm going to this place, I'm not coming back. The return flight is I'm going, I know when I'm going and I know when I'm returning back. And the multi-city flight is that I'm flying to this city but I'm still going to another city, like I'm imputing more than one city in a flight booking. So for the purpose of a Schengen visa, they'll ask for a return flight. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to book your return flight. For me, what works best is the Google Flights. So the Google Flights is an aggregate tool which I use in determining the type of flights and the different flight companies that are cheaper. I can also compare the price, compare the date, and track the price on Google Flights. Now, whenever I want to travel, the first thing I look out for is not my hotel booking. Aside from my personal schedule that I want to walk right into it, the first thing I look out for is the flight ticket, because the flight tickets are cheaper on some days and they are more expensive on other days. And that is what the aggregate tool of Google Flights will help you to look into whenever you want to book your flights. Another thing I want to say is that whenever you're doing your Schengen visa appointment or any visa appointment, some countries will require flight reservation while some other country will require a booked flight. So for those that require a flight reservation, you can just reserve your flight without paying in full. But for those that will require you to have a full flight itinerary, you have to pay in full. For me, who fly frequently to European countries, I get the app for all these companies like EasyJet, Ryanair, Wizzair, and when you get the app, you can get some discounts, some promo offers on their websites. And if you subscribe to, I think, their membership, you can have the choice of free cancellation or just reserving your flight and changing it as time goes on.
To book our flights using the Google Aggregate tool, we're going to go onto our Google browser and type cheap flights from wherever we're flying to. In my case, I'm going from London to Paris, and it will show you different things, but this is where we are going to. This is where Google shows you different airline, the price difference and the dates that you can book. So if you already have a date in mind, just impute it there to fit with your travel date and hotel booking date. So for me, I can change my date to somewhere around May. I've changed my date to May 14 to 18, and it will show me the flights that will be traveling on those days. And for the flights, I have EasyJet, Vueling, British Airline and Eurostar, which is train service that goes from London to other European countries. So if I'm okay to go with EasyJet, one thing I do as a frequent traveler is to have all the apps of the budget airline, EasyJet, Wizzair, Vueling, Ryanair on my phone. So I prefer to book there because it has more security, and I'm going to choose the returning flight depending on the time. Earlier flights are more expensive than later flights, so according to your schedule you can go for the earliest one or the late one. But if you're going for the late one, you should consider some other thing like hotel checkout time. So if it works for you, fine. If not, choose the earliest one. So I'm going to go with the earliest one and select my flight. Once I've selected my flight, it gives me booking options. I can go book with EasyJet or book with Kiwi. These are secondary booking sites. You can see their money is a bit pricey, so these are places where you can lock your flight reservation fee and you might not pay in full at the instance. But if you don't want to do that, you can just go ahead and book with the flight. So once you decide to book with that, just continue. Another important thing about the Google Flights is that you can also check and track your price. So if you want to track when the price will go up and come down, you can just activate this and it will give you prompting in your email almost every time. But I'm not ready to do that now, so I'm just going to take it back. I don't want to track any price because they'll keep sending you email almost every time. So I'm booking on the website, and this is the EasyJet airline. There you can also continue and see lowest fare, so you can change your mind and go for another date. If not, it shows you 3-week view, and you can decide to change your date and book the cheapest if you want. If not, continue with whatever thing you have booked. Then you continue. So it asks you for your baggage allowance. Most times I travel light and I just go with the standard fare. That you don't need to pay an extra cost. Once that is done, it shows you the seat arrangement. If you want the window seat and you don't want the high seat most of the time, you have to reserve it, but you pay an extra of this from this row is like $5.99, and for the front row is more pricey. So check what you want and just go for it. Once that is done, you can skip your seat, skip seat selection, keep going. When you're coming, they want you to book another seat. If you don't want, skip it. If not, you pay for it. Just add it to it. It's one of those things that we sacrifice for our convenience. Your bag, do you still want to add an extra one? No. If not, skip it. No thanks, I'm okay with my small bag. It will ask for sport equipment. Do you want to add it? If you don't want, skip it again. If you have anything sporty, add it to it. To show you options of car rentals. If you want it, include it. If not, skip it. It will also show you food and drinks voucher to be served on the flight. If you don't want it, skip it. If not, add it to it. Travel insurance. If you already have a travel insurance for your Schengen, you don't need to get another one. Instead, you skip it, and it brings you finally to the checkout, where you just sign in or create your account and put in your details and your card details and book it, and that's it. Your flight has been reserved.
I hope you guys can go ahead and book your flights, your hotel, and go for your Schengen visa appointment now. If you have any question, please put it down in the comment below and I will be answering them. And I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe to this video. Bye.